There once was a boat that went to sea to catch some fish for a very nice tea. The boat hit storms and the wind did howl and the crew were washed right out. Where did the Evers man go with J-Bass, Kush and Mike in tow? 1 minute they were rowing their boat and the next thing they're whacked out. They floated for a week or more, then washed up on unfamiliar shores. A TV crew with a plan in store said live in 3, 2, 1, go! Hooray, the Evers man comes, washed up for a weekend with his chums. Food, trials and barrels of fun in a live-streamed weekend show. Hooray, the Evers man comes with his band of brothers and a splintered bum. Food, trials and barrels of fun in a live-streamed weekend show.
Boys, ever get the feeling you're being watched?
As if this particular game isn't stressful enough, we now have a live audience. No pressure.
We've decided it would be a great idea to ramp up the stress on our two chefs by inviting some of our amazing community into the room to watch.
And judge.
And judge.
What?
So.
Oh no, like as in judge looking on, not judge. But maybe.
Maybe. Have you signed disclaimers? No. So Tin Roulette, you have multiple tins in front of you categorised into a protein, a veg or fruit, and a miscellaneous. So boys, choose your protein. Okay, Evers, Kush has gone. Okay, now your fruit or veg. And finally, your miscellaneous.
The one with the cows and the farm on it, or the one that isn't? I'm gonna go the one that isn't.
Oh, what?
What is that?
Well, if you turn upside down, does it go moo?
7. It's dry.
Okay, boys, could you both open your proteins together? Just out of interest, how does that water smell?
I'll tell you, Mike, fishy. I think
leverage.
I've got something that once lived in a shell. They're either whelks or they could well just be snails. I think they're snails. Tinned snail. What have you?
Tinned
What's your name? You're a geller?
Tinned snails and...
Yes!
I got razor clams.
You actually win. I got snails, you got razor clams.
I got really wet hands.
Let's find out the fruit and veg you'll be working with.
My fruit and or veg is pickled peppers or chilies.
Pickled jalapenos with veg.
Mostly carrot and onion.
I'm going to tell you what it is without opening the tin. But it's bamboo shoots, isn't it? Because it tastes of absolutely nothing, yeah.
It is bamboo shoots. Wow. Well played. This is where it gets fun. Please open your miscellaneous tins.
What is...
Right, my miscellaneous is...
You have got spaghetti hoops.
Yes!
Kush, what on earth could you have in your miscellaneous tin?
Is it coffee?
It could be like peanuts. Oh, it's bread. It's hence the wheat. Kind of like a
rye bread.
Rye bread, yeah, cereal grains.
Ben's working with snails, pickled jalapenos and spaghetti hoops. Kush is working with razor clams, bamboo shoots and tinned bread.
How long are you giving us? Give or take.
3, 2, 1.
We said we would put 30 minutes on the clock, but that will include your thinking time.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
30 minutes starts now. Okay, boys, you're all set. The cooking started. You've had 3 minutes so far that you've been used to think. Kush, what's in your brain, mate?
I'm making clam toast. I saw the bamboo shoots. That has skewed the whole dish Chinese.
Okay.
How do I get bread into a Chinese dish? Prawn toast, clams instead of prawns.
Lovely.
With
I see that.
maybe some pickled bamboo shoots, some fried rice. I've got some sauerkraut that I'll pimp. Lovely smoked soy because we use it in everything nowadays. Some Thai curry paste, mayo, loads of dips.
Should we keep him talking?
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
Because he's not cooking.
Ebbers, what's your plan?
Well, I don't want spaghetti hoops to end up like spaghetti hoops.
So you're going to blend them up.
So I'm going to blend them to get rid of that and end up with a tomato sauce that I'm then going to put with some of the snails and make a little like saucy thing out of the pickled jalapenos, maybe some egg on the side, some freshness. But I haven't got bread, so I'm making a quick dildo, and that way I can like do flatbreads and put them in the pan, sear them off, and take it from there.
I'm sorry.
Hearing that word coming out of your mouth makes me feel physically sick.
Would you mind repeating that slower?
Yeah, I'm making a dill dough
Thank
that
you.
I'm then going to knead and put into a pan. Give me an audience and I'll play up to it, boys. You know how this works. Really simple bread, equal ratio of yogurt and self-raising flour. We do it in Sidekick a fair bit. I've added salt, I've added chopped dill, and then I'm going to leave it to rest for a bit, and then we'll, instead of baking it off, I'm going to cook it in a pan like a flatbread, and then I'm going to basically do beans on toast, but with blended up spaghetti hoops and snails, obviously.
What's amazing is seeing the difference in how their plans come together than when we are in their situation.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, yeah, I think you do.
Planning ahead, 3 pans, 1 for the bread, 1 for the egg, 1 for the sauce.
Kush is happy with that.
Yeah, so that's a razor clam, smoked soy, garlic, pickled ginger, ramen seasoning, bamboo shoot, crispy onion.
You
paste
hate the
with some
person
corn
who
flour.
puts the captions under our videos, don't you? Just throw words at them.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically paste that onto the bread and then coat it in egg and then dip it in a corn flour sesame mixture and fry it.
Now it feels like I'm working with like Campbell's tomato soup in flavour, but it's so starchy.
Oh, that's a nice size. So smart.
So think of a sauce that's thickened with starch. Velouté, right? It's basically now a tomato velouté.
Everyone, mocks me for blending stuff, but I'm quite good at it. Not so much.
Boys, you've had 10 minutes.
Right, so I've got garlic and pepper just colouring off in a pan. Now I'm going to add in the snails, which I am going to run a knife through.
Do the snails taste nice as is, Ben?
You tell me.
Oh dear.
That is the fastest a
You
snail's
tell
ever
me.
done. Turns out the thing I like about snails is garlic.
I put it in with black pepper, garlic, good olive oil. Then I put in a splash of the white wine we had open. Happened to be Prosecco, so sparkling wine. Then once the alcohol's reduced down, then I'll go in with our tomato sauce and create that. It will form the base on top of our bread for a poached egg.
You are over halfway through your time. You've got just 14 minutes left.
Excellent. So I've also taken some asparagus, which I've turned into ribbons, because that'll give texture to the plate. And the tomatoes, which I added to our pickled jalapeno, carrot and onion mix.
Oh, lovely.
So that will give an acidity and a freshness on top of what is going to be quite a tomatoey, rich, garlicky, snaily mixture.
I'm making stir-fry rice with broccoli and vegetables. I'm going to do some pan-roasted lettuce dressed with some of this lovely white soy and a bit of barbecue sauce as a kind of cooked slaw for you, Jay. I've got some coconut milk here. I was going to attempt a little bit of a kind of a curry sauce as well, but I might not. And then I've got a mango. I don't know why I got a mango, but I picked a mango up over there thinking like, oh yeah, mango. Maybe a little mango slaw to give some freshness to all of this stir-fried stuff.
How's your dough, Ebbers?
It's a little sticky, but I've just added a bit more flour so that I can work with it.
The pace has definitely...
It has picked up, hasn't it?
It has picked up.
Which is just as well because they're into their last 11 minutes.
So I'm going to do some fried dough. And in my last 11 minutes, I'm going to try and do a baked version as well, because I'm not sure whether a baked version, perhaps more traditional, would be better.
Sorry, Ben.
Whereas Kush is in the throw things round the kitchen phase of the battle.
We've got some microwave sticky rice going into our really hot pan to make a nice kind of... if I had more eggs, I'd make your rice dish. Because that really...
My volcano rice?
That gave me a little tickle downstairs, that did.
Is that where you were?
That needs to steam.
It's pretty resourceful, actually, isn't it?
You know, normally you guys do like thinking onions.
Yes.
I did thinking egg, but I started it about 10 minutes ago. I poached it, I've now refreshed it in ice cold water, and we'll just warm it back through for service. Same way as you do in like hotels and stuff, you can quick serve eggs. At least you've got control of the final dish. I should probably get a final dish.
We've got 2 fried items, so it's going to be a bit heavy and starchy. because we've got bread and rice. So something really fresh, lovely Alfonso Queso Indian mangoes that are just, you can see they're a bit green coming into season now, so they've got a bit more acidity to them than normal. We've got a Thai red curry mayo to go on the side as a nice dip. I'm heating the rice up in this frying pan.
He's doing it, look, he's doing it.
And then I'm going to make volcano rice by using the excess pane egg, because of food waste, to pour over that. And I have some roasted lettuce that I'm going to dress in quite a sharp, tangy, pickled ginger vinaigrette to go on the side.
Last 5 minutes.
What goes well with mango?
Chili. Cayenne.
Yes, chili. So we've got a Thai bird's eye chili here.
Oh!
Looks good, doesn't it?
We're going to cut it into triangles, and therefore it's now a pizza.
What?
A little cross section there.
Kush, with 4 minutes to go, you haven't tasted it. Are you going to taste it?
If I taste it now, it's terrible. I would just pretend it's fantastic, then you believe me.
Great.
He's got a point.
Yeah, it's got a point. Yeah.
So I've got a honey and dill bread, flatbread that I've made.
Another tin.
How long?
3 minutes left.
You've just gone with a whole
A
mini
big
tin
spin.
of coconut cream.
So it's a Thai red curry mayo. I've never done it before. I thought it wouldn't split actually, no.
It needs more fat.
Does need more fat, yeah. Coconut cream, not milk. Cream.
Is it nice?
Yeah. Some sauerkraut liquid to give
nice.
it a punch, like a bit of acid.
So I've added some yogurt to add a little bit of dairy fat into this.
30 seconds remaining.
Spiced mango.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your dishes.
Boys, well done. Lovely job, chefs. Let's get your dishes into the sexies.
Woo, woo.
Chefs, what a spread.
Wow.
Should we start with yours?
Okay. Bamboo shoot fried rice
Wow.
with volcano
Right.
egg, raisin ham toast, then a little bit of lightly seasoned Alfonso chili mango, some roasted lettuce, and a Thai curry coconut mayo.
I know you've done lots of other lovely stuff, but concentrating on where the clams and the bread were used, that tastes like a decent prawn toast.
Yeah,
It's
and
so good.
Like if I blended it up, it would have turned back to dough. I think it was too moist. So by frying it, you dry it out a bit more, and just cook it a bit more. And then I used your inspiration to make this deconstructed air fried rice, isn't it?
What I love is the fact you're leaning into key ingredients and celebrating them. So like razor clam, the sweetness coming through in the bread. Like that dish celebrating 2 of the tins, really, really smart. The bamboo shoots with the presentation, excellent.
Considering most of the time when we do these challenges, it's about hiding the ingredients somewhere. These
Let me
have
tell you
been
about my dish.
The snails are really delicious now.
Chopped up a bit smaller and
Yeah.
filled with garlic and tomato.
You must be over the moon with the sauce.
Yeah.
I think relieved's the word.
Yeah, because that could have been vile. That's delicious.
Palm off for me. It's delicious.
That kind of jalapeno pickledness on the outside, and then just because we had a couple of spears left over, some crunch of the asparagus spears on top.
Boys, fantastic work.
Well done.
Fantastic work. Point's your favourite dish?
Excellent.
Because we're in no place to judge. 3, 2, 1.
There was a delayed reaction because I didn't see that coming.
Well, we've ruffled some feathers in the studio, but it's over to you in the comments. Let us know which dish would you have picked, and what would you have done if you were given the same tins?
And thank you so much.
Thank you.
For joining us.
If you're brave enough, you're welcome to come and taste them.
Yeah, come and try it.
Hooray, the Ebbers man comes with his band of brothers and a splintered bum. Food, trials and barrels of fun in a live streamed weekend show.